All right, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Saturday afternoon. Looks like we got a few people in here. Kyle's in here, Uncle Al's in here. Hey, Vega TV's in here too. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hey, get that echo out of there. Pretty good day here. Kind of overcast, but it's not too bad. Still kind of warm out. Still time though, no matter what. It's getting to be that time of year where we need to start thinking about getting our gardens ready to put in. Espresso. That's what would there look quicker. Yeah, we'll sit here and visit for a few minutes while we wait for some more folks to roll in here. How you feeling today, Uncle? Here he is. Where's that evil twin of yours? How you doing, Gil? Just posted a mail call video on that. Yeah, just getting to be that time of year. You're okay? Just a little nausea? Hopefully your body is starting to acclimate to those new meds the doc has you on. Your evil twin is hiding. He'll be here in a minute, probably. It looks like you had a pretty good stream last night, Gil. I was working in the background. I was in and out, but I was working in the background. Looks like it went pretty well. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Felon Clan Wolf. Like you are new here. We need to get Vanessa taken care of here. Uh, and take care of you, Vanessa. Come on up here if you want, Uncle or and whichever Gil. I am doing good. Peanuts Preppers, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Remember, you guys can be blue too. All you have to do is keep coming back to the live streams and watching my videos, and you'll become one of the Monkey Wrench crew as well. Hope everybody's thinking about getting their gardens in, the ones that still can. It's hard sometimes if you live in the city and don't have much space, but you still can put some stuff in that will give you some enjoyment of growing it and being able to put it up for the winter. Warm, beautiful day in South Louisiana, you guys. Remember, if you guys don't know each other out there, in the side chat, make sure that you are visiting with each other and getting to know each other. And don't forget to go over and watch their videos and subscribe to their channel. Hey, Uncle,
Hey, just a little nauseous today. I took a couple minutes ago the big needle shot into the gut.
you're looking good today, though.
Yeah, I didn't vomit yet either. Every time I take that damn shot, I reduce the dose like the doctor says because my system isn't acclimated to it yet. So they said reduce the dose and we'll see you on Thursday or Friday. And I told him, I don't like throwing out through my nose because I'm trying to hold it in and it's really bad. And I didn't eat anything orange this week. So it's the medication, so I have to be really careful.
Kind of interesting going in and out there for your commute home, right, Vanessa?
Yeah, you should have a bunch of microstorms in that area.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, I take it for one of my illnesses. It lasts me for a week. It costs about, let's see, two syringes, about $1,642. This is why Uncle Alan's broke. Ugh. That's why I have a bucket right here. Uh, I thought Howie's supposed to be over here.
Oh, he'll be in, I'm sure.
Yeah, Gil's either watching the kids or eating lunch.
Gil said he'd be here in a minute too, so
He's probably
I
eating lunch.
started just letting some people pile in here so we can get going. We'll just visit a few minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm switching from my winter garden to my summer garden. It's good next week after the last cold snap. It's going to be a 75 like Kyle because I'm in California. I live in a desert, so I
Uh,
so I got to switch everything from winter to summer.
but you get to grow all year round. You've got it made there.
Oh, about 276 days. There's about a few days. I mean, not a few days. Yeah, it's about a few days, about 30 days. I can't grow anything. It's either too cold or it's too unstable. So everything goes.
That gives you time to recycle the soil and whatnot and get ready for the next run.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm planning to do after I pull out everything. I remember I showed you on one of my videos this that old school snow peas. Old school snow peas are a little rounder, not flat. That's more of an American Chinese style. And it's finishing up its crop. I mean, I really pushed on that one.
Hi, Rob. Good to see you. How are you
Hey,
today?
Rob. So, what are you going to plant? Well,
Well, I'm going along the lines of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But broccoli, uh, asparagus, some spices, and corn, peppers, just your basics, I think.
right. You know, asparagus takes 2 years to grow, right?
Yep. That's why I thought I would do it like in a portable. That way, as it grows, I can bring it in the house for the winter.
It do fine in the winter, just cover it up with mulch. I tell most people if you have snow in your area and you got asparagus, plant it against the house. That way you have bushy ferns in the fall. And when
Yeah.
you down, you cover it and you cover it with mulch. And in springtime, you get nice little shoots coming out of asparagus.
Oh, and there's how about that? I could just put something on top of it.
Yep.
Hey, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Hey, Vega. You must have left. Come back. Asparagus does fine in the winter. So you just gotta let it go back to the ground and then wait for it to come up the next year.
Yeah, but you live in Texas, Rob. It's like here, but I live in a desert, so it's kind of washing machine weather. Because Texas, I think Rob's either west Texas. Uh, I always put mulch because I want to get a head start when they start growing.
Well, mulch must be like a blanket,
Yeah,
So you could take any kind of, I don't know, I'd take peat moss and cover it up for the winter would be good.
I use dead leaves and peat moss and a little bit of cow manure. Unfortunately, this year my nephews helped me with my garden. I have to remulch everything in my yard. They say, we helped, we got all the garbage out. I said, no, you stripped the mulch off my topsoil. It's like $100 worth of mulch just raked up and thrown away. This is
While you throw it away, you should put it in another pile and let it recycle into
they're city kids.
soil.
They don't know what's garbage and what's a mulch pile. They're looking at me, but isn't that garbage, Uncle Alan? I'm like, that's why I don't have asparagus this spring. Usually I have asparagus. I found out they dug up that too. It's a weed. No, it isn't.
What about you got 7 inches of snow, Lori?
Yeah. Lori, are you still in Alberta? Yeah, Canada. Remember I told you, Will, about the snow in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're on the East Coast, you got the lake effect. If you're on the West Coast, you got the Vancouver effect from Howie. Howie's in that little zone. It's semi-tropical and wet, and it pushes all that moisture where Lori is.
Yeah. Yeah, city kids do need more teaching, Vanessa.
Yeah, and they went to university, so I'm getting a headache. It's like, oh boy.
Some of the people that live in cities don't even realize that they can grow whether they're in the city or not.
Right, but also yep, still in Alberta. So,
Even if you got buckets, you can grow.
right.
You're limited on what you can grow, but you'd still be able to grow.
Yep. Lori, it's not the heat, it's the moisture that goes over the mountains and clobbers you.
That's about right, Lori. City kids do think if you need food, you go to the grocery store to get it.
True. Uh, and a lot of this, like my nephew, first time they planted a garden, I'm looking at him. I told him, "You're making an Irish garden," and they looked at me kind of funny because I said it in Japanese. They still looked at me funny. It's an old joke. Have you ever heard of the Irish potato famine? Where
Yeah,
everybody starved to death in Ireland?
grow lights. Yeah, I've used grow lights to start too, Vanessa.
Yep. Ditto here.
It's all in the mind. What you think you can do.
Yep. And Rob's right. Most cities are full of fruit trees and nut trees. They either went feral or somebody dropped the seed and you got an orange tree growing out of a lot, or you got a
Yeah.
tree. Yeah, because they relied on a monocrop, which was potatoes. And once that got a disease, they all starved to death. So I keep telling my nephews, you always plant different plants. You plant hard shell squash, you plant pumpkins, you plant corn, you plant beans, you mix everything up. So if one dies, you still have other stuff to eat.
Excuse me, guys.
God bless you, Will. Oh, good. Greenhouses sounds great.
Yeah, that is super, Vanessa. That's thinking ahead. Yep.
Yep, true. In Calgary, it's under snow. What fruit tree is that tree? Anyway, anytime I see a summer garden, it's tomatoes, broccoli, kale. And I keep telling my nephews that's fine for the summer, but when winter rolls around, you starve to death because they don't store. You could dry tomatoes, but how many calories can you get out of a tomato?
Not very many, but it sure does taste good.
Oh, true. So does a candy bar, but how long that's going to keep you alive?
Yeah, it'll keep you going for a while, though.
Then you drop dead.
Yeah. Peanut butter's got a lot of protein in it, though.
Yep,
You can eat a candy bar that's got peanut butter in it. That might be better for you than just a chocolate bar.
true. But like I said, a lot of people in the city makes Irish gardens. They'll plant some kind of leafy green. They'll plant tomatoes always, and they'll plant other crops that will not last the winter. And I keep pushing hard shell squash, root crops like carrots, daikon, radishes. Not the
Brussels sprouts would be good to grow too. If you were
uh,
like in a apartment building or something, you
yes,
could grow
Brussels.
those in 5 gallon buckets.
Yeah, that's not a problem. You can grow through a winter if you have a grow light, like Vanessa Kitty says. Um, what was it? The
One
big
of those small vegetables you could actually grow under grow lights.
true, but the calorie content give you all the vitamins and roughage, but the trouble is you start decreasing in calorie content.
Well, actually, you can buy different size, different kinds of grow lights that grow for different reasons.
Oh yeah, I always go with Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley has the best grow rights because DOE, Dad on YouTube bought a cheapo one and barbecued his plants. Ah,
Brussels sprouts take a couple of years, Lori, but sometimes it's worth it.
oh yeah,
It depends on what you want out of your product. I mean, it
yeah,
might take a couple of years to grow it, but if you can keep it growing year round, then you've got it all the time.
yeah. I think it's Hubbard. I can't.
Hey, Keith.
Hi Keith. I think it's Hubbard and butternut squash. Those are two favorites next to acorn. I always dry them, cut it in cubes. If you have a freeze dryer, it works great. I use it as a soup stock, as a thickener.
Yep.
Once it's thickened, you could throw in Brussels sprouts, noodles. I got to do a video on how to make noodles, hand cutting, not like
Not like Wayne
Anthony.
Anthony
Yeah, bleh, palmetto.
Palmetto.
He has the little machine. Can't find my machine. You remember, I had two houses, lost one in a flood, and the other one burned down. And I lost a $200 Italian making pasta machine. It's like, oh Lord.
I'm going to buy one of those crank ones that, for pasta that Anthony has.
Yeah, mine's were a little bit bigger, but I have a big family to feed.
Yeah, I only got like 3 people, so
Well,
that would be a perfect size for me.
yeah, normal family dinner I have here at the house. I have a big table and I have 12 people always showing up, and plus they're friends. And I'm poor. They eat me out of house and home. This is why I'm shrinking every day. Oh, also their wives and girlfriends can't cook.
We know you're cooking for them strippers.
All the strippers always here. They eat too much junk food. Agree, Lori. Uh, tired, old. is like I showed it to one person who wants to learn cooking. I told you got to learn cooking. If you grow vegetables, you got to learn cooking and you got to learn how to preserve it.
You
Because
hand cut your noodles, Vanessa?
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. They wouldn't be very straight.
no, it's a way. It's length of the knife. You just go, you tilt at an angle and slowly push down. Just don't make sure you don't cut any fingers.
Well, I have a bad history with sharp knives.
Uh, yeah, this one works pretty well too. Uh, I think I have that someplace in my cook's pantry.
You hear Robin's asking a question.
Let's see.
Cooking for strippers, Uncle Al? I'm afraid to ask. What are we having?
Oh no, cooking for strippers. They eat a lot. It's like I made 10 pounds of fried French fries and what you might call it, like Wingstop, the little wingy things. And I had a big plate, and all of a sudden, it's like five. I cannot. Do they ever feed these girls? It's like I had a nice salad, I had the wings, I had the French fries, I had dessert, all gone in 30 minutes. It's like you ate everything. There's not even a bone there anymore.
What do they spend their money on? Drugs?
Probably drugs or rent or clothes.
Clothes, probably.
Yeah. Oh, the usual. I make sometimes breakfast when they get off work: sausage, pancakes, scrambled eggs. I just don't tell them it's duck eggs.
Oh,
uh,
those are kind of got a lot of calories in them.
well, yeah, but I got big girls. They're not the skinny strippers. They got meat on their bones.
You know what? Peanuts is that's something I really want to get back into. I haven't done it in years, and that's canning.
Well,
I
did you
got
used
rid
to?
of all my canning stuff, but I haven't done it in years. But I'd really like to get back into it.
Yeah, you can still find stuff. Go to the thrift store. They always have a water bath canner. I got to replace my pressure canner. It's on its last legs. It's about 40 years old and it's beat up like hell. And I can't get the pressure gauge working right.
You're
Oh,
still messing with kids, Gil?
his
Man, put them in a room, lock them up.
no. Have fun with your grandkids. Nothing better than that. It's like me with my grandnephews and nieces. Can we eat here, Uncle Alan? Why? Does your mother cook? No, she can't. She always calls Grubhub. I'm like, oh God. She just waves her phone. I'm like, food appears. Uh, just tired. That shot knocks me for a loop.
I sure wish they'd find one to get me on.
Trust me, this. I used to have $5,000 in cash starting the first of the year. Now it's end of February. I'm down to 50 cents. Oh Lord! And they won't let me back
You're
in.
not on Medicare?
I'm on Medicaid, but the shot they gave me is experimental. It's not covered. I have to pay it out of pocket.
Oh, they tried to do that to me. I told them go screw themselves.
Yeah.
Teach the
Agree.
grandkids well for one day. They may just lock you up in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt that. I don't have any grandkids yet.
Give it time. Dustin's still young.
Yep. I don't want him to get in a hurry just for that.
Nope, nope. So you're going to do pots, Will, or are you going to do ground?
I'm going to do 5 gallon buckets because I don't have and raised beds. I'm going to do some raised beds and some 5 gallon buckets.
You're
But I
going to
don't have a lot of room.
right. You're going to do like what I got in my patio.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't bend over. I have to sit down
Well, I
sometimes.
can't get down on the ground. I
Yeah.
can get down there, but getting back up's hard for me.
True.
So I'm gonna make the raised beds up on like
Angle
4 by
iron.
4s or something like that, so that
No,
they can be extended up or whatever.
right. Use angle irons.
Harry is the ancient Gil.
Hey, Gil.
Hey,
I was telling you, well, you could use angle irons.
Oh,
You know,
yes. Wave at the
the L.
kid.
Hi, kid.
this is Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Danny. Hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
he got his DTAP shot yesterday and another shot. He's not feeling too happy.
Not too happy today.
Yeah,
I'm not too happy either. I took a shot 30 minutes ago.
he was down there just crying and crying, and
Oh,
didn't
now
shut
he
up.
can be on TV.
Did not shut up till I picked him up. So on the video I'm going to be doing later, putting out for tomorrow or something is on my everyday carry.
Yeah,
This is my everyday carry.
that's your everyday carry. Yeah.
Grandkids are great.
I think you're right, Peanuts. I think that the schools should get back into teaching kids how to grow things. They used to do that years ago. I remember when I went to school, they had 4-H where you could go out and grow things in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the stand, well, try angle iron. You know,
Yep.
bracing bit.
Yep.
Get the ones with the holes that spaced out about, I forget, Gil, what is it, 3 or 4?
For what now?
Angle irons.
He wants me to use angle iron for legs on my raised planters.
Oh,
It's like-
okay. They have it's not an angle iron, but they have the little pre-done like in Home Depot, you go into the over by the building materials and where they have all the little brackets for like the hurricane ties and the board
Right.
menders. They have some angle iron ones that have holes that are about that far apart, zigzagging going down it on each side.
I
They
could
have-
just
they-
nail
they-
those to the
they-
boards at
They have
different
some big
heights.
heavy duty one, the big heavy duty thick ones. They'll take about 15 years to rust out.
Yeah,
Those might
but
be
I
all
got-
right,
If
too.
you put them on the inside, if you put the stuff on the outside, it'll take longer.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I did with mine.
My son built my wife.
Rob says they're called
uh,
Simpson strong ties.
that's one of the brands, yeah. And they he built her redwood planters for the garden in the front yard,
Oh,
and he did when he butted them up like this one against this one. He drilled through it and he put 6-inch lags in there.
Didn't want to come off.
Number 10 screws, 6-inch number 10 screws with big heads, and he just put those in there because that's not going to go any which way, and that's deep enough that it's got that much thread on the end of it, and then it's a little slick up the end, but yeah, it's going to hang in there and not go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what he did on hers. Really?
Everybody's, yeah.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Danny.
Hey, Danny. Everybody's seen my raised beds, right? On my videos.
Yep.
Because I did that because I got tired of 2x4s rotting out on me, a 4x4s rotting out of me. So I looked for metal parts, like Gil said, and I did it. I took 4 of the biggest pieces. I got the I forget what the hell.
Heck, you got a little kid here. Well, he can't hear you anyways. I got the earbud in.
The Gil knows what I'm talking about. You cut metal with it. It's a round thing, goes. Bleh.
Yeah, you can get
Cut off saw. Yep.
yeah, either a cutoff saw or you get the little cutting blade that goes on the little 4-inch grinder.
Right. I used that, and it worked out great. It's just my second year. Nothing's wrong with it. It doesn't rot or anything.
Cool. Where is this other one? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. The trying to find something here to show you guys if it shows here or not. I'm not sure if it was done at this time when I filmed this one. It's the backyard. It's not working. No, it's still the sunflowers in there. So no, it wasn't until my wife pulled the sunflowers down that we built the we took that redwood and built the planter for my wife. So I don't have any videos of that. Darn! Ooh, I
Oh,
screwed up on
man.
that. Screwed up big time on that one. Dang.
You scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you planting this year, Gil?
Well, I'm not planting anything. However, I'm helping my daughter get her garden in there. She's taking little short planter beds. She's going to make tall ones, long ones out of them. And she's kind of planting a whole bunch of stuff: bok choy, beets, radishes, turnips, about 5 different types of carrots that are colored. There's black ones, red ones, some other funky colored ones, yellow ones. She's got several different types of tomatoes to plant, kale, some other, I'm not sure what it is. It's in the video I posted about an hour ago.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah, we got a mail call from Mimsy's garden.
Hi, Tim.
Hey,
Tim's
Tim.
in here too. World Without Rule of Law.
Yeah.
Wes came in also.
Hey, Wes.
Hey.
You sold all the animals, Wes? What the heck? The party's on.
Yep.
Sold chickens, livestock, goats, everything.
He's gonna be a city slicker now.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Lori couldn't sleep. She got up.
So what else is your daughter planting in?
She had about 20 packets of seeds and stuff. And so hang on. Actually, let me bring some stuff up here. I can tell you. Video tags, because I put all the stuff down as tags for all the stuff she's planning as tags for it. And where is it? Where's that list of tags? Okay, something called TATSOI. It's a green leaf, big green, dark green leafy plant. Kale, bok choy, black carrots, beets, eggplant, little fingers, kohlrabi,
Kohlrabi.
KOHLRABI.
Right. It's green and got like weird things popping out of it.
Yeah. Lemon cucumbers, regular cucumbers, radishes, turnips. Those are just some of the ones I wrote down off the packages. So she had, all the tomatoes and all the other fun stuff. They'll probably try doing corn again.
Are you having a problem with corn?
I'm not. Check out the video, corn crop failure. That was my son-in-law planting it before I had the ground ready for him to plant with the tractor.
Oh,
it was all big chunks. Basically, all I've been disked. I hadn't, the neighbor kid disked area. I hadn't had a chance to come through with the rake, with the landscape rake behind the tractor to knock it down, make it all nice and smooth, where he could make rows and stuff. And anyways, I gotta behave. He's married to my daughter.
Right. Sorry about that, Gil. But anyway, you should check out the Rare Seed channel. That's where I get all my exotics and old-fashioned plants.
Yeah.
And they have one. It's from Peru. You can drink out of it. Not whiskey, but it's a refreshing corn drink.
Mm.
And also, it's black. It'll grow anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real sturdy plant. Instead of getting 3 per
You
stock,
want
you
him
get,
down. Hang on while I put him in the other room. He wants down now. He wants to get away from Grandpa.
okay.
All right, let's put you out here in the other room.
I think Wayne's not Wayne. West is moving. I think.
Wes is moving. He lives in 2 states, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
All
It's
right, Wes.
called,
See you. Thanks for coming in, my friend.
right. Lori, it's called Rare Seeds. They have a YouTube channel. I can't see the the link up. They have a link. It's on the Rare Seeds channel on YouTube.
I ordered some GMO seeds off of Amazon.
Now that's a 50-50 bet. Well, I ordered seeds from Amazon. I came up with rutabagas, supposed to be Japanese turnips.
Yeah. All right. There's a channel which a lot of the homesteaders are getting their stuff from. Not a channel, a company. Haas
Yep.
Tool. And
That over there, yeah. Let me give it up here. There's all the ones that are coming in, the ones I ordered.
Gotta be careful. I get
Beet, 2 kinds of beet, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrot.
they're American seeds, right?
They're all American, yeah.
Because one Chinese company says uh,
Celery,
seeds, but
collards,
all right, you were getting something else.
lettuce, kale, eggplant, cucumber,
Yeah,
parsnip, bell peppers.
right. I don't like those multi packs because
things get mixed sometimes.
right, and you get the wrong item.
It all depends who the seller is too.
And this one here is survival, heirloom survival seeds.
Okay,
Right.
now I wouldn't
What's
trust
the
it.
company though?
I
Well,
grow for it. igrowforit.com.
Never heard of them.
No, neither have I. I know Rare Seeds. I know Haas.
Yeah, because here's Haas. I got a Haas over here, and Haas has all really cool stuff. They have their seed starter kits. Let's see if I can enlarge that. That's on the Firefox. I can't enlarge it, but they got their premium garden seeds, and so they got all those type seeds, and it goes down. I mean, just yeah, you got all these type seeds you can get from them.
Oh yeah, and they're very good too. I
Yeah,
have no problem with them.
And it's not lettuce. You go in there and you find it's more lettuce, not just one type of lettuce. You got multiple seeds and types within there, and all the different turnips, all the Swiss chards, all the good stuff. But
That's kohlrabi on the corner and just past it. The purple plant.
kohlrabi, yeah,
Yeah. They also have a white kohlrabi too.
yeah. And I know there's see they got 4 different types of kale.
Yep.
So it's not just you're not just clicking on one thing and getting one. Like I said, like the lettuce. Wow, how many different types of lettuce are there?
100.
Well, there's a bunch of different type of lettuce they have. So they got some really good ones there, and yeah. So yeah,
Lettuce in that sack I got coming is black lettuce,
mm-hmm.
bronze lettuce, butter crunch lettuce,
Yeah,
Oakley lettuce.
ooh, over 50 new varieties. Let's see what the new varieties are this year. Woo! Oh, look at that corn.
Oh yeah.
Jubilee sweet corn. Oh, they finally got it. Oh, they got some good stuff in there.
Jubilee corn's pretty good.
Yeah. And then they got the Primus Providence sweet corn. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, the price is also higher on it because it is so daggone good.
Oh yeah.
But they got all stuff. Okra,
Yep.
three different types of okra. White radishes, French breakfast radishes. Ooh, Howie will love this one. Cinderella beet.
Yeah. Oh,
Where's
blue.
Howie? Where's Howie?
No,
He'll,
Howie isn't here.
he'll probably
Blue,
wander through some eventually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Healer's here. Hey, Blue Healer.
Hey.
Timmo says seeds from Michigan Gardener are pretty good, very reliable and inexpensive.
Yeah.
Look that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michigan Gardener's
World
pretty
Without
good.
Wolf Law just pointed out. Seeds from M.I. Gardner, they're very reliable
Excuse me.
and they're not that expensive. So I know that's what some of the other channels are going to out there, getting stuff from M.I. Gardner.
Right. Did you ever find out? I can't think. Rare Seeds.
Let me check. Let me see. What the name of the company's Rare Seeds?
Yes, Rare Seeds.
Google. Open a new channel. It's REAR. No, rare. Not wrong. Like REAR. Rare Seeds. Rare Seeds. Rareseeds.com. Here we go. Baker Creek heirloom seeds, rare heirloom seeds. Oh, wow.
They have everything. That's the company I've been shopping with for the last 20 years.
And they also got all the the butterfly peas, blue sage. Oh yeah. Black
Again,
Dakota.
I'm going to be bringing up the Michigan seeds that World Without Rule.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Yeah, and there's several other major seeds company. I'm having a brain fart. Can't see them right. Can't think
See
of
if
them
I
right
can get
now.
it in large.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Ooh, Azuki beans. That's a hard one to grow.
Oh,
Uh,
I gotta go. I gotta go pull him. The lower gate is closed, so he couldn't go all the way down. Hang on. Hey,
too far. There we go. Here's that Michigan garden. Get it up there. Shows atomic red carrots over there.
Oh yeah.
Adzuki beans,
That's Japanese base or
papalo herbs. Those white ones over here, pumpkin,
yep. Valetians or I can't.
Valentino. Valentino?
Sounds like a bad coffee name.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. There
There's
is.
basil,
Yeah.
cilantro.
Yep.
Okay.
All these are 99 cents. These seeds
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which company is that from?
That's the Michigan
Yeah.
Seed.
Michigan garden.
Okay.
Michigan
Am
gardener.
I
M.I.
Gardner?
Gardner.
Yeah.
Yep, M.I. Gardner.
Yeah. Well, I just found the other ones I was trying to think of. Everyone knows Burpee,
Yep.
and then Gurney, and then there's Seed Savers,
Yep.
and they deal in heritage seeds only. Baker Creek heirloom seeds,
Right.
Clear Creek seeds in Oklahoma, Southern Exposure Seed Exchange in Virginia, Feedco seeds in ME. What's ME?
Uh,
Maryland.
Not sure. And then there's Renee's seeds in California.
Right.
Where is
I got lots of them here in my garden.
Oh yeah.
Chogia beet, Detroit
That's pretty
dark
good.
red beet, eggplant, black
Yeah.
blue bull's blood beet,
All right.
We got fennel.
Yeah.
squash, all kinds of squash.
Right, but that crookneck is soft skin, so you got to be really careful when you grow that.
Royal burgundy beans.
All right.
And on
Yeah.
that summer squash for zucchini, the Cotazette, that one you have to pick it small. Do not let it grow any bigger than about this big.
Premier kale.
And then
Lots of seeds.
lots of
I
seeds.
have to bookmark this one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
Come on. Dang it.
Tired. Yeah, that's why I switched over because still one eye. I got to put more medication in my eyeballs in a few minutes.
All right. I just threw a link up there for you. It's a small footprint family thing. They basically have this list here of the 10 best seed companies for heirloom and non-GMO seeds. Of course, they didn't list M.I. Gardner because they probably haven't contacted him or dealt with him yet.
There's that one that you put up there, I think.
Yeah. Veg TV. What in the heck did they say? Lori hit him. Let's see what I want to take a little sneak peek at that.
Great. Put it in fine print. I can't even read it.
Okay. All right. So Veg TV. This is not a shout out channel today. All right. We're just doing about gardening.
Yep.
So that's why your message was hidden there. Yeah. Later on, when Will's feeling better, he'll do his shout out channel again. That'll be on Wednesday mornings. But yeah, this one here is not a shout out one. This is just a.
We're just talking about gardening.
Yeah.
Your dirt and gardens.
Yep. Well, are you going to try to grow up, or are you going to go more into pots?
Hi, Mrs. Mel.
Hey, are you going to grow upwards, or are you going to go more like little pots in different areas?
Well, that's why I was going to go in pots for the ones I want to just go up with. And then I thought the stuff that spreads out a little bit and whatnot, I'd put in like long planters,
Yeah.
long raised planters.
Now, what I did with my kobocha squash and butternut squash, I grew them up. I used tomato cages, and they grow straight up and trim, and the lead just dangle there. You have to put like a little sock to hold the fruit and tie it to the cage, or to pull the plant down.
And it works good on that too.
I got some. I already have some beds in the back there for like tomatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Uncle Al, instead of socks, something else that works good and expands easier and doesn't put as much pressure on the fruit. Nylons.
Oh yeah, nylons work.
Yeah, they work. That's what my wife used, all her old nylons and stuff. She uses them when she puts cantaloupe up on a cage rack thing. She puts all the cantaloupe in there and the zucchini and the cucumbers. That way it doesn't pull down, but it also doesn't constrict the fruit growing out either.
Right.
Well, that's a damn good idea.
A lot easier too. I'm old. I can't bend down that often.
Yeah. Laura, when you talk about those that grow downwards, talking about ones that go in those planters you hang upside down and that's just regular tomato. You get it started, you turn it upside down, and it'll grow down.
Yep.
And you start it up until it starts coming out of the ground, and then you turn it upside down, and hang it up.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
And the strawberries, all you need for a strawberry plant, you get like a small piece of plastic gutter, or whatever. You just, put that up high, plant, and it just comes over and it just hangs down.
Yep.
Another trick is you get the old Italian strawberry pots or herb pot. Those work great too, and you keep those around.
Yeah.
By using the gutter, they can't spread all over the place. They have to
No.
stay wherever the dirt is.
Same thing with
That's the best thing about those things.
Yeah, and it's easy to water too, because you just go along, just dribble water on it, and it spreads out for the whole thing. You get hit one spot too good, it just kind of flows out.
Not only that, you can grow those like in apartments and stuff. I mean, if you get like a little patio or something off the side, like a lanai, they call them lanais out on the West Coast, but you could just stick a piece of downspout or whatever right off your balcony and put your strawberries right in there, and then you've got strawberries in your apartment. Everybody's saying, "Where are you getting all those strawberries?" I'm getting them off my porch.
Yeah. Okay, let me pull this up over here.
I can't see. Let's see.
This is going to
be. Hi, bye, Mel. Sorry. Eyeballs blind.
Rain G is rain gutter planter system.
Yeah.
And let me take the images of it. All right, here's a good shot of one. You see it, you get the vinyl gutter system, and you get the end caps for it, and a couple of the angle brackets. You just put it up there, and there you go. And you can
even if it works, if you just are out in the country somewhere and you want to hang them up wherever you've got any kind of rails or anything, even fencing. Yep.
Put it on the house too.
There you go. Look at this one here. Just nail on the fence. Just nail 2x4 across there. Hang it up there.
Yeah, keeps the rodents away from them.
And this one here, if you look closely, they got a PVC pipe dribbling down here. So it waters up here. The water flows through, and back down into the tank here. Yep. And the tank looks like they got a couple of tilapia in there.
Yep.
So basically, this is the water's pumping out to go up above, has fish poo in it, so it's fertilizer for the.
Yep.
And then the soil up here takes all the nitrogen and stuff and nitrites out, so the water coming back in is clean for the fish.
Yep.
Hey, meow! Just came in.
Hey, Hoobles.
Hey, Hoobles.
How you doing, my friend?
Yeah. So there are a lot of ways to do little pots and stuff. I mean,
a Mazareth. What is that called? Hoobles. What is that? Is that a vegetable or a herb? Anybody know what that is?
I'll find out in a second here.
Amaranth.
I'm sorry, I just drew a blank.
Control C.
It starts with.
Find what it is. It's a grain.
Yep. It's a grain.
Yeah. It's an ancient grain with impressive health benefits. Only recently popular. Yeah.
Leave it to him to figure that out. He probably got a grinder for it. Boo, Healer, hey, how you doing?
Here's the thing.
Hurry back, Lori.
Most of the Amaranthus species are summer annual weeds, commonly referred to as pigweed.
Yeah. Oh, pigweed. I've heard of that.
I had a couple big, huge monster ones growing out here that were like 8 feet tall and just loaded with seeds, small seeds.
Wow, you better
But-
learn to harvest those things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 14 grams of protein in it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You can put that in one of the little hand grinders and be
I think you have to be careful. Isn't there a toxic one?
There could be. There's a Wikipedia page here on it. And see, let that open up for a second. So the Whole Grain Council even talks about it here.
Yeah.
You get a link to the wholegraincouncil.org. It talks about it's May's grain of the month. So
Oh Lord.
well, that must be like you could probably make that into some sort of beneficial flour then.
yeah, it had a lot of flowers on it. The one that was out here, and so got a bunch of stuff here. So different types of seeds here. So yeah, if you look on Wikipedia,
Hey, write that down. Hold on.
yeah. So here's the
My
Wikipedia.
little book out.
Here's the Wikipedia link I'm throwing in there. Come on. There it goes. Boom. And then over here, my page is behind. And this one here, I'll just put the Google search link. Control C. Back over here. And there's the Google search link on that plant. Thanks, Hooples. That was
Yeah,
very
he might have just
informative.
popped in. He's probably sleeping. Dad Perfect came in though. Hey, how you
Hi,
doing,
Dad
Dad?
Yeah.
Yes, there is a whole grain council. They started that in 1901.
Yeah. And that's a .org, not a .com. And Old Ways Whole Grain Council.
Old ways.
Yeah. So I got that up right there. Here's comes the
I gotta go, guys. I'll catch you later.
all right. Let me throw the link on this one here in there. And there we go. Okay. So there's the link for the Whole Grain Council and Old Ways Whole Grain Council. And it's on that talking about that grain specifically. Oh, they got a lot of information on it. Cool.
Thanks, you guys. You guys are going to those links and saving those links in your bookmark so you can go back and check them out.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. Go. No, I don't want to put that under coronavirus. I want to put that under gardening. Where's my gardening folder? Okay. Did my gardening folder get bumped? Ah, there it is. Gardening.
How many people maintain their soil prior to planting? What do you guys do to your soil to get it ready for planting?
Wait for it to thaw out.
Wait for it to thaw out.
Seriously, that's what we're waiting for. I'll probably tomorrow after church go out there with the coyote if it starts up and start plowing snow off the garden area.
You just leave everything from the year before. You just leave it laying on top as mulch, right?
Actually, my daughter's basically she's tearing out her garden and rebuilding it. They put in a bunch of these 6-inch high 4x4 little planter boxes. She wants to stack them up so they're about 2 feet tall, and where she has a real raised planter bed and put weed blocker underneath of it to keep the morning glory from growing up into it and the other stuff. Red Dawn, hey, how's it going?
Hey, Red Dawn, how you doing? So you're gonna
And
take all those 4x4s out and then mulch it all in?
well, we're gonna move. We're relocating them, and then all the stuff she had down, she's gonna sift through it, make sure there's no weeds in it, put it back in, all the compost stuff and everything. Going to go get a trailer load of rabbit manure from the guy that works for the city. He raises rabbits, and
That's the best fertilizer in the world, you know
yeah, and so he's going to get a bunch of that to put in there. And the unraised planter bed we did last year for the basil and stuff. She's going to replant that. That's all. That's good to go. That's already been. It's just finished breaking down from all the stuff we put in it last year.
Well, probably the best that I found is you just let the old garden go. You know, you don't till it up or anything. Is you
Yeah.
just leave it laying down into the garden area and let it break down over the winter. You know, and it gives back the nutrients that the garden took out of it that year.
Yeah. Well, what I hope to do when not this summer, next spring, I'm going to start putting in where my wife wants to put her raised planter beds for when she moves up here. I'm going to start getting it going. And what I hope will work right is on the annual stuff is in the fall, after it's all harvested, plant clover in it or soybeans. And then after it's all, when the winter comes in, when they get probably about that tall, whatever the winter comes, snow comes in, freezes it all off. As soon as it thaws off in the spring, turn it over. Just turn that green stuff back, down in,
Yep.
and get all the extra nitrogen and stuff in there, and add some the potash and the other stuff to it to balance it out for whatever she wants to plant in it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Trying to balance the nitrogen with the phosphorus, with the other stuff, whatever she's growing. I know she wants to try growing potatoes, so we're going to have to make one planter bed that's going to be nitrogen poor.
Okay.
So the potatoes go, so the tubers grow.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to put that nitrogen or potash right over the top of the garden and just let it sit there all winter.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I had a huge garden.
Yeah.
Is I would just let all the stuff from the year before just kind of plop down and just stay on top of the dirt.
Yeah.
And then about a month before it was time to go out there and plow it, get it ready for the next year, I go out there and just kind of use my spreader and spread out some potash on top of it. Just let it sit there for about a month. And then after that, go in there and just till it all up. And that made it grow pretty good.
I'm trying to remember what that stuff was. That biochar. That was it. Biochar.
Hey, Gay, how you doing? Good to see you.
Okay, this is what Howie was talking about, was the biochar.
HTP.
Hey, hi, Desert Pioneer. Yeah, so yeah, I gotta sit when we start pruning back all the lilacs and stuff some more, trying to get it. Basically, we got to prune them back a lot to get them to grow properly, because they went like 20 some odd years with nobody pruning on them and turned into some really woody, crappy monstrosities. So we're trying to rehab the lilac plants, and also if we're going to pull off. This year I'm going to try to make biochar to put in the raised planter beds.
That's something you were talking about the other day, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Wallapini.
The Willipini, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be perfect, a Willipini. I would love to have one of those things, but I'm just too old to build one.
Yeah. Walipini. Walipini greenhouse. Hey, designs. I'm going to go for designs, see what the images are. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice looking one there.
You got some up?
Yep, I got them up. And different ones. This is a design of one here. Ooh, this one looks better though. This one, because you notice the green is only the glass is only on part of it. And the
You
northern
have to
exposure,
enlarge that for them.
yeah, the northern exposure not needing it, and he's down in there. Here's another good design here, where they're down in the ground. This one's a deep one where
That's a good one there. Yeah.
yeah, they don't have to use the heating tubes.
Is that the kind you want, Wayne?
And then I got a cold sink on that one, different plant things. This one here, using earth tubes where it brings air in and the ground warms it up, and then the excess hot air goes out through the ridge vents.
I kind of like that one that guy made in Nebraska.
Yeah. Yeah, his was sort of like I don't see, his was using the earth tubes, and so I'm trying to see if I can find one of the ones here. It shows here's a small one designed. It's built into the hillside, so they got all the glass there, and they got the covering here to go inside to get into it.
Wayne says he wants the panels on the south side so that they heat the rocks on the north side, keeping it warm.
Yeah. So here's one like that where it faces the south, and then the rest of it's insulated and stuff. But that doesn't look like it goes down too deep. Yeah, this one goes down deep. The door's on the other end. You can see down into it down in there. Yeah, there's
I think if I had one, I'd dig it like 4.5 feet deep, and then just have the walls on the top of the ground about 2 feet high, and the roof over top of that.
Yeah,
that make it about 6 foot altogether, and that wouldn't be too bad to keep warm.
Yeah. Here's kind of what I want to do. I want to dig it down in and have it almost 6 feet deep. But over on the left side here, you can see where they got stuff coming up a little bit higher. What I want to do is basically have it, your main centrals down in, and you're going down, 6 feet or 8 feet or so, and you have your main area where you can plant the trees. Then up on the side, you have a little bit raised up a little bit, so you can have the stuff that doesn't grow up tall, like for your zucchini or your radishes, lettuces, and that stuff on both sides. That way you have, they're up. Well, you don't have to dig down so deep for them, but then you run the tubes out, and that way the whole thing maintains summer and winter temperatures.
Wayne says he's planning on digging one down below the frost line and then build a vented greenhouse on top. That's basically what they are.
Yeah.
If you look at any of the designs, that's basically what they do. Is they try to keep it like 4 to 4.5 feet deep to the ground, and then the top part is vented. The roof and everything, they have vents up there that open and close with the weather conditions.
Yeah. There's all sorts of different designs on them. This is one that's under construction. We're putting like a hoop over the top of it. But, that's a little bit more closer to what I want to do.
I think the ideal one, if you wanted low maintenance, would be to build the enclosure and then put heating and air conditioning system in place so that it's always going in and out.
Yeah. Well, like the one that guy did in Oklahoma, the only power, Nebraska, the only power he uses was for his fans to blow the air through those tubes and stuff. But they were on a thermostat, so they weren't blowing all the time. It got too hot.
So that is like heating and air conditioning,
Yeah. So when it got hot,
a natural one.
yeah, and that's exactly it. It'd turn on. And what I plan to do is take it a step further, get a couple deep cycle batteries or a couple of the IFO batteries and put them down in there and hook up the little one of my 100-watt solar panels, or probably wouldn't need 100 watt. I probably only need one of the 15 watt ones to keep them topped off, and use the little 12-volt fans, camping fans, that and to blow the air through the tubes, and put that on a thermostat, so when it gets to a certain temperature, it either turns on when it gets too cold in the wintertime and brings the warm ground air in, or in summertime it brings the cool ground air in and vents out the top. But there's some this is kind of what I want to do. I want to have it up a little bit on each side, up a little, just like a little raised planter bed on the side that I can walk alongside, and I'll have to bend all the way over all the time. Yes, I know I'm getting lazy.
Maybe in Texas you could do that, Wes, but maybe not where it gets colder.
Yeah.
He says you can build that on the south side of your house, and then use hay bales on the other side as a wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's there are some of them that use that here. They put on the south side of their house, they build like a solarium, and they for 3 feet up around it, they have the hay bales, or they put a planter type thing up there to help insulate it. But like this one here, you see how this one's got the raised planter beds in it? That's kind of like I want to do, only I want the dirt level to be up about 2 feet above those planter beds, like it'd be, so move those planter beds into here. That would be really nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You can have those, like we were talking about earlier, the gutter system with your strawberries or your grapes.
Exactly.
Even,
Yeah. But see, what I want to do is I want to make one that's about 200 feet long. The reason is if I make it that big enough, then that becomes basically most of our have all our orange trees and lemon trees and the fig trees in there, and then all the other plants and stuff we can grow year round. And then I can get the local beekeeper to bring over beehives and swap them out, every now and then.
Well, that one guy was in the stream the other day talking. He said he seemed to think that instead of bees, you'd want to bring in some bumblebees.
Now, I would prefer regular European bees because they can stand the cold if something happens, and you get honey from the European bees. I mean, that's most of the honeybees in the United States are the European bees.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure you'd want a full hive in there.
Little Wes just tripled the size of his garden.
What did you do? Add 2 more buckets?
Oh, don't pick on Wes.
Love you, Wes.
And actually, what I was thinking, what I can do is there's a guy down south of me, about 10 miles south in Blackfoot. He sells the 55-gallon blue plastic drums for $10 each, which is ridiculously cheap. I can go down there and get a bunch of those and line those up down inside there. And
you did, Betty Boo. I'm sorry about that.
At least Wes is laughing about it. He's taking all good step. Come on, show it there. There we go.
Well, at least Betty Boo and I were thinking on the same page.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. See how it's got the blue? You're partially underground here, Lil,
Yep.
and you got the raised planter bed here, and you got the lower one for the taller stuff, and you got some barrels in there, and you can if you can align one wall or or down the middle with the barrels, and either you can fill the barrels full of soil and use those as raised planter beds, or B, you can use those with just that like an aquaponics.
That's what I would use them for,
You just
probably.
fill it full of the water with the fertilizer in it.
Yeah, put a
and then
submersible pump in there.
And no, you don't put a pump in there. In the openings, you drill, you make the barrels usually have 2 openings on the top, 2 openings, 2-inch openings. Drill 2 more, and you get those little plastic cups that'll just fit down inside of them, and then you plant your cucumbers or cantaloupe in there, and then it just grows over the sides, and then you just
Feed off of it, yeah.
yeah, and just because as the roots go down and draw more water, and if you want, you can actually keep it where the water level stays up by just connecting them all together and have an open tank to monitor the water level, and just keep everything fertilized, and it would grow huge cantaloupe and stuff. Or you just get the barrels, you fill them full of rabbit poo and plant it in the rabbit poo and watch them go absolutely nuts.
Fast Fork 8, he says he gardens over the top of the septic tank. That always overflowed.
And it probably stays warm too in the wintertime.
Probably does, yep. Anything where the grain field's at is going to be going to grow good, and it's going to be fairly warm.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to put in drain fields, and I'd have to go put extensions in, and I asked the people where their drain field was, and they wouldn't be able to tell me. They said, "Well, when I bought the house, I didn't think about that."
Yeah.
But you can always tell where the drain field at. It's where the grass grows.
Yeah. Yeah, all sorts of nice ones here. Just like this one here. So, I guess the cold sink is where you walk, and the area above it is where you grow. There are a lot of different designs and plans for them, for different things you can grow. Looks like they got trees growing out of the windows on that one. No, that wouldn't work here where you got snow on the ground.
Yeah, you would have to contain it.
Yeah. So here's a little simple one. He has steps going down into it, and then his slanted wall on the vertical north wall. I would put insulation board on that because you don't need to have light coming in the back of that. But you put insulation across that back wall there, you're going to retain more heat for the wintertime.
I had a greenhouse once that the windows in the top of it had what are they called? Like
Louvers?
hydraulic cylinders on them.
Yeah.
And when it got too hot in there, the cylinders would open. They would push the rod up.
Yeah.
And it would open the top louver in the top. Yeah. And then if it got cold in there, that cylinder would close.
Yeah.
And that's how the greenhouse does it. It's warm and cold air.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay. Are you going to go past 4:30?
Go on till 4:30.
Okay. 4:30, then I'll go set up my one tonight with Howie coming in for herbs and stuff for your, basically it's called for your belly, herbs and other healthy food to grow.
Well, it says I dig a hole that big and it is for me to live in.
Yeah.
Is that where you go when you and Mama are fighting, or what?
Not really.
I suppose
Oh,
you could do that though. I mean, if you could do that for a greenhouse,
yeah,
you could do that for a home as well.
that's called a spider hole.
Doghouse, spatter hole.
All right. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff, gardening stuff to do. You know, I got another this year. I should be planting another 12 trees in the orchard. I'd like to plant, more than that, but I want
You're
to get at
gonna
least
start
three.
a herb garden called the Smokergano. You're gonna build one like this here at West so you can grow it year round. I heard all the presidents, the people running for president, are saying that they're gonna make marijuana legal in all 50 states. So everybody will be able to grow it then.
Yeah,
Promises, promises. They all make promises.
yeah.
Mini years home. That would be cool.
Yeah.
You could grow one with containers. I've seen a lot of plans of containers being made into earth homes. You got to
Yeah.
do a lot to them to make them withstand that earth on top of them.
Actually, I want to save this one. Save image as.
Yeah, I don't know, Wes, about that. I think they're all saying that. They're doing whatever they have to get the vote.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're going to do it. What you got up there now? That's a different picture.
Yeah, that's second here. Well, that's a different type style one. And actually looks like that one's a because you basically got your cement wall, your higher one in the back because uh, the
What do you
ground in the
do?
back is higher. I was saving that picture. I tried to open it on that side. So you got your higher wall here, which is on your north side, your lower wall on your south side. And it looks like they piled the dirt up on the back side of it here. So this is, and you got removable panels that they can put in here in this notch in the notch here. And there's a bunch of the panels laying in the bottom there, and so that would fend off a lot of problems. But then if you got just little small stuff, here's little small stuff you can do for your
Yeah, I did something like that when I grew.
yeah, little ones there. But I would not use bricks. Bricks get too cold. I would use something a little more insulating, like some wood or railroad ties or something like that.
I made mine out of 1x12s,
Yeah,
then just lifted the tops on and off.
yeah. This one here looks like he's got some dug the hole and put the boards in it, and just old windows, you know, discontinued ones and stuff from Home Depot or whatever, or ones that people are replacing from their homes. So just put the windows over it. That would work.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those for sure.
There
That
you
way you
go.
can put them right on hinges and you can just open them or close them,
Yeah. Here's one where they got the in the ground, and they have all the barrels and the like the gutter stuff up here, growing stuff up above. Yeah, that one looks really nice.
Anti-legal cannabis, huh? You drink alcohol though, right?
And that's gonna pop up over here. Yeah, boom. Okay.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways you can do it. I've done a lot of different ways myself.
Yeah. All right, save that image. And it's going to pop up over here in a second. There it goes. Get rid of it. There. Yeah. Save a bunch of these images to show my wife. Get her 100% sold on it.
Look what I found, honey.
This is what I'm talking about.
Look how easy it'll be.
Yeah. And the other will pop up right about. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's enough for that. Yep, one more. Gotta save this other one. Yeah. So
Not
yeah, basically
everybody
what
does moderation, though, Wes. Just like anything else. Why can you be down on one when you're not on the other? How long was uh, booze illegal? No matter what, you know. Sound like the hot kettle called the kettle black.
Yeah. All right, I got stuff. But yeah, so the guys, what I did to search for this, if you guys want to look at these images and stuff, all I typed in was Walipini Design. That's Walipini. And it'll give you all those designs, and it's probably a lot more that I didn't even get close to.
Wallaby. Yeah, I've got that Nebraska one is a YouTube channel. I've got him into my favorites. Yeah. You guys should go over there and check it out, just with the same writing he's got out there, and it'll take you right to that YouTube channel. Yeah. And he'll show you everything about it.
Wrong one. That's under basalt. There it is, Nebraska retiree. And this is the channel here. Control C. And while it's coming up, let me just throw that in the chat here real quick. Maybe. Oh, I got too much stuff open. Okay, let me throw that in the chat here. Control V. Come on, react. Let's go. Come on. There it goes. And come on. Stupid computer. There it goes. All right, so there's your link in there. Should be coming up. Yep, there it is. And it just doesn't want to cycle right now. It's oh, here comes the ad. I got too many windows open.
Way too many.
Skip ads. Well, let me go ahead and close some of those down.
Yours is 27 inches wide and 65 inches tall. That's a nice one. Yeah. That'll work.
It's slowly coming up.
All right, well, he's bringing that up. You guys don't forget that he is going to be going live.
In half an hour.
5 o'clock, I believe, a half hour or so.
Yep. So I got to get my StreamYard over there set up here. So yeah, this is it. Retiree, and then there's the picture of it in the snow, and he's growing oranges and lemons inside this thing.
In the middle of the winter.
Mm-hmm. And he gets 2 crops of figs, and he gets 2 crops of grapes, and I bet those lemons and oranges are like ours in California. we still have some of the oranges on there, and the new ones are starting to bud out. So it's continually producing.
It's never ending.
Yep. So there you guys go, and it's time for me to bow out of here.
All right, you guys, we're right at the hour and a half mark, so that is it for me as well. And I want to thank everybody that came in today. It's been a great chat, I believe. And get over there and see Gil next time because I should be over there with him this afternoon as well.
Yeah, and it's in half an hour, and so hopefully I'll get that up here and going here in a couple minutes, where you guys can jump in early and talk to each other before I kick it off live.
That works.
All
All right,
righty.
you guys.
See
Thanks a
y'all
lot
later.
for coming by.